There are times in a country's life when the media must react in a way that represents the importance of the event. One such example is the farmer protest that has taken over the country's capital city. Many videos and photos from the protest have gone viral, such as a police officer raising his baton against an elderly Sikh man, Sukhdev Singh. Following the Republic Day demonstrations, images of protesters holding swords circulated in the media. Over 300 police officers were wounded on the 26th. Youth are also using hashtags to express their support and ensure that their hashtags such as hashtag farmers protest, hashtag stand with farmers challenge, hashtag speak up for farmers, hashtag I'm with farmers, hashtag tractor to Twitter and hashtag I support farmers are trending on social media platforms. Above all, what is farmer strike all about? On one Saturday, Indian farmers started a day-long hunger strike to protest the government's latest agricultural reforms. They claim that the law, which was passed by the parliament in September, favors multinational companies at the cost of smaller producers. Tens of thousands of farmers have been camped out at protest sites on the outskirts of New Delhi for more than 2 months, demanding that the laws governing agriculture be changed. The depressing history of the nearly failed project of land reforms in India and its negligible impact on rural poverty and landlessness is familiar both to scholars and administrators. The failure of the first generation of land reforms was because of structural failures built into the political economy of a highly unequal society in which caste, class, and patriarchy converged with political and bureaucratic power to subvert redistributive land reforms. Indian agriculture has profoundly changed in the past 2 decades, but not at all in ways that are more conducive to a radical agenda like land reforms. Even the stated socialist goals of those times have been abandoned. The news media is most effective in strengthening the process of democratization, good governance, and human development, where the journalists function as a watchdog over the abuse of power, as a civic forum for political debate, and as an agenda setter for policymakers. Several officials have disseminated false facts and fake news about the demonstrations. Notable incidents of fake news include: first being a tweet in support of the protest from Canadian MP Jack Harris was incorrectly credited to American Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Harris issued a statement clarifying that the statement was not made by her. Second, the Punjab unit of the BJP posted an advertisement depicting a happy farmer who supports the new rules according to the group. The image was actually of a protesting farmer who had refused to allow his image to be used. The illustration was replaced with a cartoon drawing of a farmer after he publicly objected and filed a legal notice against the Punjab BJP. Third, several BJP leaders, including Union Minister Giriraj Singh, posted a video of police officers cutting a Sikh protester's turban, falsely claiming that the protester was not Sikh but Muslim, and that this was proof of Muslims instigating protest. This video was previously circulated during the 2019 Citizenship Act protest and was later debunked as a fake, but it was circulated again during the 2020 farmers' protest to make false accusations against Muslim people. Fourth, in January 2021, a user-generated National Geographic magazine detailing the farmers' protest as the cover story was circulated as a real cover. Fifth, several BJP leaders, including Jawahar Yadav and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Facebook fan pages, accused protesting farmers of vandalizing highway signboards in January 2021, posting photographs of such signboards. These photos were later identified as being from old news stories from 2017 that covered demonstrations against the installation of Punjabi language signs on these boards.
Most of the farmers are opposing all of the 3 bills, but they are most involved with the Farmers Produce Alternate and Trade Act 2020. Under this bill, there may be a motion towards the supply related to those phrases like enterprise area, trader, marketplace charge, dispute charge. Enterprise area. The commercial enterprise sector include any region, place of manufacturing, collection and aggregation along with the farm gate, manufacturing unit premises, warehouse, bloodless gauge, etc. However, the existing mandis installed beneath the APMC Act are excluded from the definition of a enterprise zone below the brand new invoice. The ones opposing the bill says that its provision will resist the APMC mandis to their physical barrier and will encourage big corporate consumers. Trader. Under this bill, trader can operate in both the APMC mandis and the commercial enterprise quarter even through the dealer will want a license underneath the state APMC Act to alternate within the mandis. While underneath this invoice, the PAN card holder trader can purchase the produce of the farmer within the special enterprise vicinity. In this type of state of affairs, the concern of the farmer is also that the seller who purchased crop from APMC mandis proper now need to get a license to do enterprise within the mandis and they and that they get the license only after verification beneath the APMC Act. Therefore, the farmers are assured that the seller will not cheat. However, below the brand new invoice, it will be difficult for the farmer to believe the dealer. Market fees. Beneath this bill, no marketplace duty or levy is authorized on the farmer or dealer within the business vicinity. This provision will reduce the income of the kingdom government and could gain the non-public area, so a few country governments are also opposing it. Dispute decision. In line with invoice with the case of dispute between the farmer and the dealer, they could settle the problem by filling a application to the subdivisional magistrate. It might be puzzled that the invoice does no longer allow farmer to go to civil courtroom in instant of dispute. It is also feared that the proposed system of reconciliation can be misused against the farmers, but the opinion of the authority is pretty specified on the three bills of agriculture reform. So, to stop the protest of the farmers and restore their self assurance, the virtual authority should research out of the ones opposing the bills, which include the farmers, and explain the wants for reform. There is a want to convey extra clarity in ambitious provision apart from the merchandising of the private zone inside the agricultural region. Important reforms should additionally be made for the enlargement of APMC. The authority must also take into account that without a strong institutional system, the open market can resent harm to hundreds or thousands of unorganized small farmers. For this, there is a want to create steady institutional arrangement, and on the identical time, the government will have to convince on the improvement of agriculture infrastructure. The authority should encourage e-buying and selling in agriculture through progression effort like e-name. Efforts need to be made to enforce the tip of the Swaminathan Committee clause to the minimum assist fee on agriculture products. The trust of the farmers can also be received by making MSP the fellow proper of the farmer in order that the grain companies of the usage can be able to turn out to the self-reliant and capable.